So the rule that we are going to work on today is the floss rule for spelling. And before you can do the floss rule, you need to know what a closed syllable is. So you need to know that closed syllables end with consonants and the vowels say their sound instead of their long name. But in particular, the floss rule takes into consideration words that end with the letters F, L, or S. When a word ends with those three letters, when a closed syllable ends with those three letters, you need to know to double the F, the L, or the S. And there are some example words on the slide in front of you. You also need to know that this rule works for closed syllables ending in those letters, but also, in particular, the letter S must be making its S sound in order for this to apply. So when sight words end with an S, they make the Z sound. The floss rule does not apply to when the S is making the Z sound. So you see some examples here of is, his, was, and ours. Those do not double. Some things that you should be able to do with your students include having them be able to compare and contrast words that are floss words with words that are not floss words. So for example, can they justify their reasoning as to why they spelled a word a certain way? It might look something like this, where you draw two columns either in their notebook or on their whiteboard, and ask them to spell the word mess. Now, before they write, I would have them go s. Is that one of those three letters that we have to double? Yes. So which column is it going to go in? Good. How come? And then go ahead and spell it. If you look at all of the words in the first column, they do follow the floss rule, whereas the words in the second column, your students should be able to tell you that they do not follow the floss rule, but also be able to tell you why they do not follow the rule. So for example, they should be able to say cat doesn't end in an FL or S. Map doesn't end in an FL or S. Slant has a blend at the end, and those letters are not FL or S. And cape, not only does it not end in an FL or S, but it is not a closed syllable.